Let's turn to another important issue, one which could be one of the major foreign policy issues in the next few months. Prime Minister Modi is in Japan today. He's now going to be moving to China for that important SCO meeting where he will meet President Xi and the Russian president. One of the questions we asked, what should be India's priority in dealing with China? The Mood of the Nation poll says 57% say strengthen border security, 22% say enhance trade relationship, 17% say pursue diplomatic dialogue. Now, remember, this is the same China which we've accused of having this fused military relationship with Pakistan during Operation Sindoor. The Prime Minister is now in Beijing. The poll clearly said there is a sense that we don't trust China. I mean, general public opinion doesn't seem to trust China. Only 17% are saying pursue. Okay,
Rajdeep,
a large majority.
People do not want us to trust China. I mean, that's the.
Do they want us to engage with China? Only 17% say pursue a diplomatic dialogue.
So is the Prime Minister
out of sync? Is the Prime Minister out of sync with this public mood, or has what Trump has done with tariffs pushed us almost into China's embrace?
Well, absolutely. The fact that that India's ties with America are at its lowest, Rajdeep, is the reason why there's a rethink in whether if India should have put all its eggs in the American basket. And now there is an idea and thought that India needs to re-engage and engage China on our terms, on India's terms, which is what Prime Minister Modi is doing. But look at the numbers over here. From February to August, 53% and 57%. Hasn't moved much. Everybody has major distrust and mistrust of China, is because we do know that no matter what happens, history tells us that you cannot trust China. But do we need to engage China? Absolutely.
Rajdeep, can I make a point? Yeah. Because, you know, translate these numbers into domestic politics. At one end, you're opening a political theater where you're going to feed off where domestic politics is concerned on, you know, Prime Minister Modi, and he flourishes in a direct contest with Donald Trump. On the other, you know, it could have worked very well in terms of optics, but then you're also in the same political theater, fighting the distrust which the people clearly have and see where China is concerned. So you're making those overtures in China, which will be questioned in that same political amphitheater.
Go ahead, yes.
We have to concede one point that, you know, Modi actually bent over backwards in order to accommodate China. I think China at large, I think they wasted an opportunity to really win the trust of the Indian public, because the kind of mandate that Modi carries with him, he could have changed that perception about China in India if China would not have done what it did on the border. You know, with all those jhulas, Modi going, she coming over to India so many times, I think Modi did bend over backwards to do that. But after Galwan, he was not at all in a position to proceed with a pro-China policy. So here is a chance. He has to tread very cautiously over there, because I hope he understands very clearly, and as a politician.
Diplomacy.